organization, how to get people engaged within the workforce. We've just done some studies and found some other research from Gallup. They did 140 countries, and only 18% of the workforce is fully engaged in their jobs. Only 18%. Now, when you call 911, do you want your employees engaged in what they're doing? I would think so. So we really have to start changing the environment of how we see the world and changing the environment of how people interact with us. And that begins with each and every one of you. Because the world outside of you won't change until the world inside of you changes. Right? And that's what we call the BWUCA way. But this is what a person looks like. You always knew I had a pointy head, didn't you? This is my sense of well-being triangle is what I call it. But everybody has a sense of well-being, and the sense of well-being then is because people have their values and they grow up with their values, and we'll talk about this a little bit later. But as they grow up with their values and they learn their value system, they have a sense about them, and everybody's value system is different. My value system is not like any one of your value systems. And we have to understand that. But people have a sense of security. People want choices to improve their quality of life. But quality of life is as individual as your personality. Right? So when a person has a sense of well-being, you want to make sure that they have choices. You want to make sure that they feel safe. And you want to make sure that they are engaged in the future to make sure that their quality of life is going to be improved. Because then they will move heaven and earth to become a part of you. But if it doesn't affect them, if it's not going to improve their quality of life, then they won't move. You have to tell them and to get them to understand how it's going to improve their quality of life. How it will improve them feeling safe. And they need choices to get there. This is when we work with school boards. We're always asked, how come our community just gets so upset because of what happens? Well, what I call the good old boy syndrome. They sit in the back room and they make all these decisions, but they don't ask the public what they want to do. And so they go into a meeting on a Monday evening and they close a school, and they didn't get public input. It's not as black and white as that, but they really don't discuss the values of what a school is, and they really don't discuss why should we keep this open and really have people to have a voice in the opinion. And so then they make those decisions, but people don't have a choice, and so their sense of well-being then gets all out of whack. Right? And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be your coach. I'm going to be the coach. You trust me?
No.
All right. So what of a coach? A coach provides a mental picture of what the future could look like and what it's going to look like, and then he takes his team and fosters the individual talent and works with the individual talent to bring it all together for the success of hitting the vision. That's what a coach is. And that's what I'm going to be today. All right. So you ready for me to be the coach?
You bet.
All right. Here we go. Understand, comfort, and appreciate yourself and others. Welcome, understand, comfort, and appreciate yourself and others. It creates a great environment for people to be what they can become and who they want to become. So we're going to start running the bases. We're going to run the bases for each of those, and we're going to talk about how do you change your environment to change the world. With Global Horizons, our mission is to build civility around the world. How many of you want a civil family? You want civility in your family. And we're going to have so much fun in this room, they're going to wish they were in you. All right. You ready? Here we go. Base hit. Remember, you don't have to hit a home run every time. You just have to get around the bases and score runs. And the team with the highest runs wins. But you don't have to hit a home run every time. And in fact, the more you swing for the fence, the more you're going to strike out. If you just swing to hit the ball, you'll get a hit.